What's going on, everybody? It's Childish. We're back at it again, coming at you with a brand new game for our YouTube channel called Dragon Champions. Now, before we get into the video, I do want to extend my thanks on over to App Quantum for sponsoring this video. Thank you guys so much for your support, and thank you for giving me a chance to share this with my community. Now, if you guys have no idea what this game is about here, Dragon Champions, a hero collector fantasy RPG, don't you worry. You guys are in for a treat, okay? Because in today's video, we're going to talk about everything that I've learned along the way and then share with you guys the 3 biggest reasons why I feel you definitely should give this game a try. So the first thing that we're going to be jumping into is simply the overlay, the UI, how this game looks. Now, in my personal opinion, I've seen a lot of hero collector games come and go, and they've just been outrageously like cluttery, just a lot of things going on left and right. You really don't know where to go from the start here. I got to give it to them. App Quantum did a really good job coming in with that tutorial and then kind of showcasing the basics, right? The fundamentals of this game, jumping into the campaign and then kind of getting a feel for the game as you go through. Now, as you guys can see, we got a couple of things going on here. I can scroll through here so you can see everything that the game has to offer. From left to right, we got the missions. These are going to be the basic quests that we're going to be able to get along the way to give ourselves some rewards. We have the campaign. This is going to be the PvE setting that we get started out here. We start out with the Dawn of Order, and then over time, we're going to have the Rage of the Clans and, of course, the Invasion of the Demons campaigns opened up. Next up that we got here is going to be the chest and the shop. Now the chest, this is where, of course, we're going to have some free items that we can collect here. I think these come about every 4 hours or so. That's what I've been seeing there. So we're going to get anything from gear to gold, just anything else, anything and everything that can help you in this game here. Of course, we'll get more into that here in a little bit. Now, the thing down below that we got going on here is the shop. And of course, every hero collector has to have the shop, a couple of, quick and easy ways for you guys to get the equipment, the gear, the runes, everything you need. I'm going to buy some of these things right here for now because I know I'm going to forget. But overall, some of the other stuff, I'm not going to mess around with it because, yeah, I'm not a whale, okay? More into that later on in the video. Now, some of the other things that are going to be available for you guys is we're going to have some tournaments. We're going to have some events. There's even going to be some challenges so that you can get yourself some gold or even some equipment for your specific heroes. Okay, so basically, guys, super smooth, super polished, very, very easy to figure out here. And the cool thing about this is that once you get going, you basically jump into the campaign and just work your way through on the quest line. You're not going to sit there and try to figure out, oh, do I need to get into PvP? Do I need to get into a guild? They're actually going to open up those various places for you as you level up your encounters. So again, there's only one way to go. It's super easy to go. Very, very polarized. I like what they've done. So, well, it's a hero collector game, folks. We got to take a look at the hero that we can collect, right? This is what we got going on my account from the get-go. Now, I've been playing for about 4 to 5 days now, and I've been working really, really hard on some specific units here. Now, the first thing that I want to go ahead and showcase here, just for the simple look at it, is going to be the filter system on the top right. Now, when you first get into these kind of games, you're like, oh my goodness, there's so many characters, so many races, so many classes. They have a filter for you to go ahead and utilize when you first get started. Why is this important? You can only use specific heroes for these individual campaigns here. So it's kind of nice to have that option, the filter here. So that's what we're going to do right now. Since we're going to be showing some gameplay, we're going to hop in here and take a look at the faction of clans so you guys can see all the different type of heroes that we can use in that setup. Now, before we get into that though, if you guys are curious on that, you got the 2 biggest factions here, the Order and the Clans, and of course we have a wide variety of races here, from the humans to the pandas to the goblins to the orcs. And then even down below here, you can see we've got a couple of different classes, from healers to tacticians to mages to rangers, all the basic classes that you generally see in these types of games here, right? So let's go ahead and click on the clans so you guys can see we currently have 4 of our clan type faction characters that we've been using, and then we recently got a new one here, Old Lord, that we're going to go ahead and summon here. So as you guys can see, once we get this going on the way, we have a couple of things to take a look at here. We have the basic stats of your specific heroes. We got a specific amount of hero stones, which is the amount here, the 50 out of 25 to go ahead and summon. And then we also have, of course, the gold, which is what we're going to need to go ahead and summon this. So we're going to go ahead and summon this. It's going to start out right here at 2-star. Other different heroes are going to start out 1-star, 2-star, even 3-star. So you gotta, these are gonna be a little bit different depending on which ones you have. Now, since we're in the screen, like I said before, we got a lot of stuff to go over here. Let's go ahead and take a look on the left side so you guys can kind of see a little bit of information on this specific hero, right? If you click on the stats button right here, you can get an idea of all the different types of attributes these units have and what they mean. In addition to that, one of the things that I really like about this game is that they give you a little bit of information when they call this popularity here. So if you go into this stat screen and click this information here, you're going to get a feel for where this unit shines, right? As you can see right now, Old Lore is definitely not one of those that is extremely favorited, but like I said before, it will give you a little bit of a feel on the specific unit. Now we take a look at a different hero. We got Illyria here. This is actually the starter healer that you're going to be getting along the way. This one says, hey, you know what? We only got 52% popularity, but if you take a look, the Dawn of the Order Appeal, which is that first campaign that we get jumped in, 98% rating on this specific unit. Why is that, guys? Because this is our healer from the start, and of course, as the level progresses, it's going to get extremely hard, and you're going to need that healer to keep your team alive. So let's go ahead and show a little bit of gameplay. We'll hop onto this Rage of the Clans one. This is the one that requires those clan type faction heroes. Let's go ahead. I'm actually going to jump into this last stage that we recently did because as you guys can see, we actually have to do a little bit of farming here. I'm looking to get some fragments here for Rantha, which is another hero that I got. Really good hero. And we want to go ahead and get it done. Now, one of the cool things about this as well is that we haven't even got into it, but it does have an auto battle feature. This is once you get it cleared at 3-star, you're going to be able to go back to it and basically farm it for 5 times here. And why is that important? Because as you can see right now, we have a couple of stages here. We take a look. We got a couple of stages here. If we go to Act 1, that have specific heroes in them, right? You can click right here. So what does that mean for you? This means that you can go into that specific stage and farm those hero stones that you're going to need to go ahead and summon it. And of course, once you get it summoned, you want to go ahead and evolve it from 1-star to 2-star, 2-star to 3-star, so on and so forth. So yes, you're going to be coming back here on some of these stages to get yourself some of those hero stones. And of course, once you get a good feel for the characters that you have on your account, you'll be able to focus, where you want to spend those auto battle points on. Now, again, I think Rantha is actually a pretty good hero, so I'm going to go ahead and work on this one. But I got currently all of my clan faction heroes in there right now, but I did recently just get this Old Lore, so I'm going to go ahead and add him in and use him from the start here. Now, as far as this team goes here, we're going to keep everything pretty simple from the get-go. Again, guys, this is a turn-based fantasy RPG, so everyone's going to have a specific amount of health, a specific amount of turn bar. As you can see right here, we have the health in the green, we have the turn bar in the blue. So once that turn bar hits the top, that unit is going to be able to go. So over time, you're going to get a good feel for your team composition and overall your turn order. When you first get started into the game, I think everything is going to be very simple for you. While I can sit here and kind of focus on who I want to attack and whatnot here, in today's video, we're just going to go ahead and auto it because we just want to move quickly here. We got a lot of stuff to talk about now. If you guys are jumping in the game, yes, you're going to be doing the auto function as well. This does go up to ×4, but for the sake of the video, we'll keep it at ×2. Now, as you guys can see, I did click on this Archer Fanatic in addition to the other one here, and if you take a close look, you will see that when you target it, it has like a red target right around the head, and then once you kill the unit, it goes to another target for your heroes to focus on. If you guys are relatively new to this type of game, why is that super important? Because once you kind of get into these games, you figure out which enemies are stronger than others. You definitely want to go ahead and focus on those, take them out the way before they take you out, yeah? So as you guys can see, here's going to be the boss right now. On the top right of your screen, you're going to be able to see basically kind of like your combat, who's attacking who. Obviously, we only have one dragon right here, so you're not going to see it cycle through. But going back to one of the comments that I made early on in the video, I feel like this overlay, right, this user interface is really simple, really clean. From the combats on the right, we have the auto on the bottom, we got the chat on the bottom as well. Not a lot of things going on, which is what I'm really down for. Now, if I had to share my 2 cents to it, given the fact that this is a turn order game there, App Quantum, I would really like to see maybe like an order, like a turn order thing, maybe for like 2 to 3 units coming up, so we can kind of get an idea of which units it is. Because as you guys would imagine, right, playing this on your mobile phone, it can be super hard if you don't have a big screen to kind of get a feel for who's going in. But of course, down the road, guys, you're going to get a really good feel about your different heroes, and once you understand their speeds, their abilities, you'll kind of get a feel for like how their turn order works, so you can have specific units go one right after the other here. So as you can see, this dragon's putting in some work on us. It looks like we got an AoE damage ability on there. It looks like some damage over time that he's hitting us with, but it wasn't enough to get us in or get us down. And as you can see, we were able to take it down here. Tromgar right here, very good unit. Get excited when you get him. Okay, on the top, if you guys are curious about this, this is going to be your currency here. You got your premium currency, which is going to be the drag coins, and you got your gold right over here. That's the 1.4 million, and then of course you have your energy right up here on the top here. So these are going to be the main forms of it. The gold you're going to be using to upgrade specific things on your characters. So if I were to go into my freezer here, which again, super OP unit, definitely need you guys to get this one if you haven't already, or when you get it done down the road, you're going to use this resources here to go ahead and craft specific items here. As you guys can see, we have gear, we have runes, we have a couple of different ways to improve the overall combat power of our units, right? Which is of course right here. My combat power on this unit freezer is going to be 2755 as well, but we can improve that as we upgrade here. So let's take a look. Like for example, if I go down here to runes, which is something that's going to be available for you guys at level 15, if I want to go ahead and manage runes, maybe slap a few on here. Let me see if I can go ahead and insert. Can I insert? I'm going to see if I can insert these two. Now I got these two right here. I got a little bit of stats here on each individual one, but when I pair them up, as you guys can see, I'm going to get a little bit of a bonus here that actually improved my combat power from here. So if you guys are, jumping into some of these campaign modes or even getting into PvP, you're wondering, why in the world am I struggling to take these guys out? You have to come back to your characters, take a little bit of break, figure out what you got to do to improve the gear, improve the runes, so that you can really make these units extremely strong, and then come back right where you left off here. Now, the second thing that I think I want to talk about here that is a really good reason why you all should try this game is that I think it is extremely fair when it comes to in-app purchases. So if you guys haven't been keeping up on current events, mobile games is where it's at right now. Back in the day, we all used to purchase all these random games for our console or our PC, spend 50 bucks, and then that be it. Right now we got these free-to-play games that are coming out here with in-app purchases, and these companies are coming at you strong, trying to charge you 30, 50, 100, or even some kind of limited pack for a little bit more. It's crazy, but without question, guys, I've been really happy with what they've done thus far. I've been offered, I want to say, 3 to 5 packs over the course of the last week, and all those packs were either $5 or less. And I'm kidding you not, guys. This hero right here that you're going to be able to get if you summon him here, this hero right here, I believe was $2. Seriously, and this is like a huge upgrade. So I understand that some of you guys, you're free to play, maybe you can't afford it, maybe you're younger, don't have like any kind of means to purchase something, but hey, it's the holidays, you might have gotten yourself a gift card, and maybe you want to go ahead and jump right into it. It's really nice to see that they didn't try to take your pocketbook right from the get-go. I think their prices are extremely fair if you decide to get into it. Now, another thing that I want to mention too, when it comes to this stuff, like again, if you guys are free to play players, okay, I got you something right here. Okay, let me go ahead and hop on over to this this screen right here. So if you go on over to the settings screen and then go to use promo code, I'm gonna type it in right now. Okay. My promo code, okay, is yeah buddy. All right, you're gonna be getting yourself quite a handful of rewards, and I'm hoping that it showcases it right here. So you're gonna get yourself 500 coins, 250,000 gold. You got 100 auto battle tickets, I believe 500 energy, and then you're going to get Korgrim, which is an orc witcher, which is actually a really good hero. So I'm pretty excited for you guys to jump into it, because if you do use that promo code, you're going to get a lot of nice stuff coming out of the gate here. Now, getting back to my main topic at hand here, talking about how user-friendly this game is here. In this main screen, some of the things that you're probably wondering is, hey, what are these check marks? What are these pluses? What does all this mean? This is actually like a little bit of a heads up on where you're currently at with regards to your gear, what you can upgrade so that you can improve your characters, if you struggle on specific stages here. So for example, Rantha, as you guys can see, we have 6 slots here. These are our 6 gear slots. We got the hero stones we need. We have the current level, we have the combat power, and then of course we have the current stars out of the max stars that we can have, with the red dot meaning, hey, there is some kind of upgrade that we can go ahead and do, right? So we're going to go ahead and click on her. We're going to take a look at these gear slots, and we see, okay, we have the pieces to go ahead and craft this. So we're going to craft it for 1500 gold, and then we're going to go ahead and equip it, and we will see a small improvement here on our power, right? This one as well, we already have the piece, so we don't have to craft it, but we can go ahead and get that. And then once that's said and done, now we can take our overall gear level 2 from level 2 to level 3, which can potentially open up a specific ability, which it actually just did right now for us here. Now we have this old friend passive ability, which is pretty cool. Now again, since we're sitting here on this character, let me go ahead and show you guys, if you guys get this one. This is going to be a one that you get early on. You can farm this one, really nice, right? Furious Shot, right? Just the basic attack that allows you to call your pet, if he is alive. The second skill, we have the beast, right? This is going to be your battle pool. This one comes out here with a taunt. We got 50% of Rantha's health and 30% of her damage. So only one battle pool can be summoned at a time, which is fine with me. I only need one tank, right? I only need one pet. Using this ability again will restore a little bit of health here. So we got a way of bringing out a pet for more damage. We got a way of controlling the aggro that's going to be coming our way via the taunt, and then we even have a healing ability for this specific pet to keep him alive. And then of course, once we got those gears, right? We got the gears to level 3. Now we have this passive ability here that's going to improve the overall physical and magical damage of our battle pool, which is obviously really nice if this is maybe one character on your team, which is the only type of taunt you have, right? You want to figure out a way to keep battle pool alive. So really cool overall. A lot of things to do to customize these units here. So again, guys, really fun to do. I'm really excited for you guys to jump into it and give me your honest, brutally honest opinion on how you are enjoying this game here. Now the last thing I want to go ahead and leave you guys with is going to be the just overall state of the game and just kind of how everything come into play here. So this game is roughly 2 to 3 months old, and I did a little bit of research on App Quantum. Okay, when this game came out, guys, believe it or not, they had a team of just 10 people bringing this game together. So there's only one word that comes to me when it comes to a game of this caliber and a small team like that, and that's called passion. You cannot create a game of this magnitude without passionate people behind the scenes in order to get this one in. So I really want to hand it to them. Again, I know this is sponsored. It sounds kind of like I'm being serious, being brutally honest. You guys know that I don't do a lot of sponsor videos. When I do it, it's for a good reason. So I really want to give a big shout out to App Quantum for putting a really solid game together. A lot of cool things to do, a lot of customization features in this one. I could see the potential in this game doing really well down the road here. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. I'm going to be doing a couple more videos for Dragons Champions, so I hope you guys are into it. We're going to be having some showcasing a little bit of Guild Wars. We're going to showcase a little bit of PvP. I think we're also going to be doing some summons as well, so you guys can see some of the other cool heroes that you can collect along the way. And then last but not least, I really want to dive into some theory crafting. Maybe we bring on some of the OP YouTubers and streamers out there to give us a little bit of feel for some of the things that are going on, so that we can kind of really break it down and get a good understanding of where this game can go. Okay, so once again, guys, I want to go ahead and close out the video. Thank you, big thank you to App Quantum for sponsoring this video. And if you guys just recently jumped into this game and want to get a nice start into it with some extra resources here, make sure you use my promo code up on the top right of your screen. Go into the settings, use the promo code YAHBUDDY to give yourself 500 drag coins, 250,000 gold, 100 auto battle tickets, 500 energy, and of course Korgrim, the Orc Wizard. Okay, that's gonna be it, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. It's your boy Childish or ChildishPlays checking out. Take care, and we will see you all in the next video for Dragons Champions. I'm out.